and welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. I'm going to be doing all 12 signs from Aries to Pisces, taking a look at the next 3 months. We just had the spring equinox and the fall equinox, depending on if you are in the northern hemisphere or in the southern hemisphere. So I was like, you know what? Let's see what this season of spring or fall is going to be bringing to us. So the next 3 months, next 90 days, we're going to be going until like the third week of December is where my intention for this energy is. Take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, because I'm going to be pulling on career and money as well as love. All right. And then I just heard in a general message. Okay. So, lastly, the timestamps are in the description. Timestamps are in the description. In between each zodiac sign, I will ring a bell. I'll try to keep it away from the microphone so it's not too loud in your ears. That being said, let's go. Spirit, help me deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative pop up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. Let's go for Aries. Hey guys, Aries, stay tuned to the end of this reading because I have an announcement for you all right, in the form of my own commercial. All right, Spirit, we're here with the Aries collective, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Have an open heart and open mind. If this isn't your reading, check out your other placements. What does a career look like for the Aries for the next 3 months, please, Spirit? You've been experiencing some kind of slowdown or stagnancy. Things just aren't as exciting. There isn't much. It's kind of, not that it's been boring. It's just been teetering on boring. Unfolding pops up. I'm going to pull 3 cards because you're doing 3 months. Manifesting and power position. Changes are coming to your work life. Access to greater prosperity is opening for you, but it's opening slowly. You know, so I'm looking at this as a fern, and they say that if you like nettles and ferns and whatnot, they have like prickles on them. They can stick you, and it can hurt if you're not harvesting them correctly. If you don't cook them, they can hurt you really bad if you don't cook them properly. But next to the nettles are nature has provided a different plant, an opposing plant that can help you get rid of the pricks and stuff that you get from the nettles, or if you accidentally eat them without cooking them properly. So what I'm trying to say is the solution to the boredom or the stagnancy is right next to you. Like it's right next to you energetically. It's coming. And I think that it's going to be you that is going to be able to evaluate the situation and say, you know what? This is how we solve it. When I was doing a pre-shuffle, one of the cards that came out said something like, you're going to have to use, innovation was it? You're going to have to use your own innovative nature to evaluate the way that things have been functioning, and then trying new things, almost like taking spaghetti and throwing it at the wall and seeing whatever spaghetti noodle sticks. So I feel like there's a time for creativity popping up for you, Aries. And this could even be if you work for other people. Just maybe new systems and processes, or the way that you the way your mindset is when it comes to work could be unfolding into a new direction. It says you are growing as you learn more to keep expanding. Then we got manifestation and power position. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. I really feel like innovation is popping up for you, Aries. You have it well within you to be creative. And then you've got the fire, and then you're a cardinal sign. So you really have the ability to light yourself up and see things differently. Because because we are the babies of the zodiac, there's a childlike nature to us, even if we had to grow up fast. You know, we have this audacity as Aries to see things differently in a more playful kind of way. And that's what's happening for you at work, just to be able to tackle the situation differently. And then, because it's the stagnancy, I feel like, that's been bothering you. That could be in money, that could be in clientele, just not like being challenged at work. Maybe it could even be those who have been looking for work, and it's just like there's nothing out there. There's nobody's biting the bait right now. And then it says power position. You are being promoted or called to lead. All right, Aries, you do you, boo. You are being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into the sovereignty and guide into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. Okay, Aries. I love the way that looks. It's like there's something about you making some sort of power play at work, even if you work for yourself. It has something about innovation, and that's what puts you in the spotlight. And it's almost like somebody's like, okay, all right, you want to do this? It's either somebody in your leadership or peers or, you know, spirit saying, okay, you're ready to do this. You've got a good idea. All right, I'm going to let you take the lead on that. Look at that. The 7 of Pentacles pops up. Vision, perseverance, profit, reward on investment. And then underneath, I'm listen, the synchronicities, I'm tapped in, guys. Like and subscribe, turn on that bell notification button. Your girl is tapped in. Quick thinker, quick on your feet. Something's going to happen in your work center, whether you work for yourself or other people, and it's going to really get people to see, wow, Aries is, you know, maybe Aries should be doing this, that, the other. And organized, it says quick thinker, organized, perspective, independent. Because it's something that you came up with on your own. Just watch how the next 3 months unfold. What does money look like for the Aries? Ace of Cups. At the bottom of the deck. It's okay. You felt like, again, with the stagnancy, the 6 of Swords. Like, it just felt like financially you just couldn't get yourself out of whatever struggle or whatever hole or something like that. But that's all changing. Next 90 days, watch. And when I say watch, I don't mean sit there and twiddle your thumbs. That's not what Aries is meant to do. That is not what we do in my collective. It means like, watch, pay attention to what Spirit is trying to tell you. Pay attention to, now I'm being called to pull some different cards. I'll do that in a second. Pay attention to your world around you and play an active role. Hold on. Speaking of what Spirit is trying to tell you, I'm being called to pull some new cards from here on out about, here's the Ace of Cups again. That's the second time you get the Ace of Cups. It's at the bottom of the deck, and this is what Spirit wants you to know. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. It says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on, but I have a lot of energy that I am pulling out right now. It says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, a new home. I've never, ever looked at the Ace of Cups ever and got a new home off of it. But that's what it says at the bottom of this deck, a new home. What is it that you're trying to tell the Aries is most likely going to happen or be presented to them? I don't know why I keep pulling that deck. Or be presented to them in the next 3 months, please, Spirit. It's the same thing. I don't know if y'all saw that pop out, but they popped out together even though I was shuffling. Actually, no, these didn't come out together, but they came out earlier. So there's a lot of cards that are popping out from your reading. Everything's tied in for you, Aries. Everything is tied in. So I feel like where you see growth in one point, it's going to just like elevate you, almost like bobbing out of the water. Right? So it's like you're starting to float up, boom, and then the rest of you comes up, and then you're on the surface now. That's a metaphor. You know, I've been talking a lot about Aries being in hiding not really in hiding, but being in a cocoon lately. So that could be just another way of saying resurfacing. Hello Again, I'm getting. What is that movie? Hello Again? That's a good movie. That's a good movie. I can't remember her name. You guys know I can't ever remember anybody's name. Hello Again. The movie came out, I guess, in the 90s, maybe, in the 80s. I can't remember. And so the main character chokes eating a chicken ball, a chicken at a party, like an hors d'oeuvre, and she dies. And then she comes back, though, as a ghost. And she's kind of navigating her familial relationships, her and her husband, and she finds out her husband had been cheating on her and all this other stuff, and it causes her to grow. The death of her old self causes her to grow. And I wonder if at the end of the movie, I think she like becomes alive again, something like that, some sort of miracle. But that's what I'm getting off of you, like the death of the old you, and then now, and sorting through relationships, and then now you've resurfaced again. Hello again. Quick thinker cannot, I feel like some of you guys, if this is a home message, moving home, you felt stuck for whatever reason, be it a lease, be it a marriage, be it a relationship. But I feel like that if this is a home situation for you the next 3 months, you're because you're able to see things clearly now, you're able to get out of that. Okay, let's look at love. But the Ace of Cups is talking about like some sort of potential relationship resurfacing or a new relationship. Let's see what's going on for love. I wasn't going to use these cards, but I guess I am. I wasn't going to use these cards for love. Renewal. Wow. Look at that. Renewal. And there's like a family here, and there's like a little kid. It says, review and evaluate a favorable a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. What's going on here? That's the Judgment card, guys. Let's see what's going on here with this renewal, with this Judgment and love. It says lifestyle. Secrets are being held. Tell me about these secrets for love. Next 3 months for Aries. Somebody's putting on a facade and could potentially be making an appearance. Communication. Yeah, I whistled. Some people don't like when women whistle, and some people don't like when people whistle, but I don't know what to tell you about that. So this is a secret being kept, right, in the closet, right? And that could, the fact that I said in the closet could specifically mean something for you. But really what I'm getting off of that is that something's in the shadows. And then this clown card is talking about appearances. Somebody is humiliated or feeling ashamed. And then there's communication. So for you, the next 3 months, it says a review and evaluation, a favorable assessment of the facts. Aries, a favorable assessment of the facts, not emotions, the facts. What are the facts? Love, next 3 months, Aries, please. Temperance. Okay. Loneliness. Wow. Holy cow. Look at this. Somebody's lonely. This Page of Pentacles here. And the Temperance is bringing slowly bringing you out of that loneliness. Moderation, patience. Six of Cups in the reverse, stuck in the past for Aries. Imbalance. Okay. Restless. Okay, so I'm talking to Aries that is just like fed up. You're lonely, but you're like fed up with all of what life has offered you as far as love is concerned. Hold on. Okay, Aries, I had to, my memory card ran out of memory, so I had to restart the reading. But basically what I was saying is I'm dealing with a collection of Aries that is upset with how the past has been throwing love at them. And you're feeling confused because it's like, yeah, I feel like I'm talking to an Aries who's tempted to kind of revert back to the past, even though it wasn't serving, it wasn't giving, it was lacking in the past. Sometimes you feel like, well, at least I know, at least I know I could have, pleasure time at night with this person, even if during the day, even if the conversation is bad or whatever. That's what I'm picking up for some of you. But then it says like a diversity of tactics. So what kind of love? Is there love coming towards the Aries? Oh, wow. We got three cards that popped out. This is going to be your love reading right here. The Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords in the reverse, and then the Ace of Cups. So somebody who's been quiet is now trying to come out of hiding in a very charming sort of way, in a very lighthearted sort of way. Somebody who you haven't been talking to. So just expect that. It literally says this with the renewal. So if you didn't want somebody from your past, then you shouldn't have stuck around.
What's up, Aries community? This is Shawnee with Infinite Light. I got daily tarot readings for you guys. Join me on Ram Vibes.
Okay, let's go.
And you shouldn't have stuck around. All right, guys, that's for the Aries. I'm going to ring the bell and I'm going to move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. We're taking a look at career and money for a Taurus, please, next 3 months. Locked on the table, long term. It says work you want may not be in reach right now, but you can take, it says you can take a temporary position because what you really and truly want is calling to you with this on the table. What you really and truly want is calling to you, but I feel like you just don't know how to get to that point right now. It says time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. So you said to yourself, like, hey, so I'm doing this. This will do for the time. But what I really want to do is this. You got to stop making the excuses. I mean, I get it. While I was in the military, I had multiple businesses on the side. When I was active duty military, I had a cake business. And then I started a coaching. And then when I retired, I did other things, and here I am today. But I'm saying, like, don't let your circumstances right now slow you down from, or stop. Don't allow it to be an excuse for you not to step into what you really want to do. I'm not saying to quit your day job. I'm saying really evaluate the situation. You're going to make room for something that you put energy in, something that you want to put energy in, something that you want to have happen, something that you are prioritizing for your future. You've got to make room for it now in order for it to come to fruition. It says long term. An opportunity can turn into a long-term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. But you've got to make the move, Taurus. You've got to be like, okay, you know what? I don't know if that means you wake up 30 minutes earlier and you work on you work on marketing, or you work on research for whatever it is that you want to do, or if you stay up 30 minutes later, or if you, instead of using your lunch to do this, that, and the other, you do it for, whatever it is that you're passionate about. It could even be that you stop scrolling and stop watching so much tarot. Money for Taurus next 3 months. the Death card, endings and new beginnings, change and transformation. The World is coming up in the reverse. I think that you've got some your money tied up other places, and it might continue to be tied up. Like, so this could be investments, this could be some sort of legal matter, this could be that you're just feeling like you're not making enough, and that makes sense because of the career thing. But the thing that I'm getting off of here is this Fool that's really sticking out to me. Like, be careful with your money then. If you know it's not where it needs to be, Taurus, Spirit is really asking you for the next 3 months to just really be cognizant of how you're spending and where you're spending. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I'm being reminded of a Facebook person. This guy, he's a single parent, this dad. I don't know if he's got 2 or 3 small kids, but he's got small kids, and on the thing it said that he was trying to pay off $250,000 of debt, and so he was kind of basically helping other parents see like what you could get from Costco or Aldi or, you know, whatever grocery store, and he even posted like recipes to help save money, because that's his whole thing, is to help save money. What I'm trying to get at is there are so many different resources out there at your fingertips this day and age. It's really, the excuse isn't that you don't know how, because you could easily find that out. The issue is, are you making changes in your behavior? I don't sugarcoat anything. For the Taurus, what do you got to say to the Taurus? The Emperor. Okay, Taurus. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. You will find yourself taking the lead this month, or over the next 3 months in your life. You will find yourself out of the woe is me. You are going to be a little blocked when it comes to love. I feel, because his hands are crossed over here. Also, your stomach. I don't know what's going on with your stomach. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying I see that in this depiction. So definitely pay attention to that. That could be stress. I'm picking up on like ulcers, or like, you know, loose stool is what I'm getting, or just nervousness. This could be a combination of anxiousness and depression. So really take care of yourself. But with this Emperor, I see that you are taking care of your 3D sort of things. Yes, I see you turning around to take care of your money. I see you turning around to take care of your like your household is what I'm getting. But don't forget to take care of yourself. All right. So the positive is that you've got 2 messages in the one card. I like that. I like that you're taking control. So step into that energy, please. Definitely, Taurus. Love. Next 3 months. Justice. See, I feel like your money is tied up right now. This could be lawyer fees. This could be counselor, like marriage counselor, mediation type stuff. Tell me more about this, please. Emotions. Deadline. Okay. Yeah, this is all coming to a close. This whole justice thing, this divorce, separation stuff, the legal stuff. It's like one thing after another for you, and it's got you all, and I think that's why you might potentially be, I'm not a doctor, but the cards are telling me that you might potentially be suffering from some sort of physical response to all of the stress, but it's going to end. Tell me about this justice piece, please. The 6, look at that. Things, we're in Libra season, so I feel like Libra season is really with the balance scale here and the balance scale here, helping you work through this situation that's got you tied up, even emotionally. Do we have any romantic love coming towards the Taurus the next 3 months? I think things are going to come to an end for you with this, and it may not be everything you wanted, but the thing is that what's going to balance the scales for you is that it'll be in the past. You know what I'm saying, Taurus? So let's see, the sun in the reverse, you're really concentrating on this Four of Wands in the reverse, and then the Justice card in the reverse. I feel like I'm talking to a Taurus who just is going through a divorce or a breakup, and you guys have assets that you're trying to hash out. This is the Justice now again. So this Libra season is, I can't pull past the Libra season for you with love, Taurus, is because right now you're like, your energy is stuck in this. It's really heavily tied in this. But I need you to understand that you have everything within you to pull yourself out of this. It's like a depression. Make sure, listen, okay, so I recently got a divorce like almost 2 years ago now, and not really 2 years ago, but it doesn't matter. So I went through the worst divorce I've ever experienced, and yes, I have experienced more than one. It was really bad, and I left with the brunt of the financial burden. That said, I no longer have to, even though I have children with this person, I no longer have to worry about this person having a hold on me anymore. And I have all faith that I'm already getting through the financial stuff. So, and I'm in therapy for it. So I feel like I got to tell you that, where there's a will, there's a way, and you have to want to will yourself out of this current. It's a heavy energy, Taurus. Listen, if you want to work with me in any capacity, check out the link below. I can help you work through this. I do offer coaching sessions, and then I offer venting sessions too, if you just want to talk about it, right? Because from somebody who's been there, done that, and I'm done with it, and I'm so happy that I'm done with it. I'm so happy. So I really do hope this helps, that at least you feel seen by Spirit, because I can see what's going on with you. All right. Let's move on. Gemini. That was loud. Gemini, are you being loud? What's going on with the Gemini? Next 3 months, please. Career, education, spending a lot of time reading, star power, people skills. Yeah, wow, look at you, Gemini. You're a lot of studying. I just recently watched a fellow Gemini do an interview. It was from a long time ago. It was Prince. He said he was in London doing a 21-day tour, and they said, "Will you be back in London soon?" He said, "No, I've got to go and study and practice." And they were like, "Study what?" And he's like, "The Bible." So I feel like you're learning a lot, Gemini, about who you are and how you present yourself, and so this could be you reading, and that could just be like confirmation. Boom, this is your message. But I do feel like you're engaging in self, and that's helping you feel more confident, putting yourself out there and engaging with other people. And people are seeing you're very magnetic right now at work or in the workspace, whatever that looks like for you. It says you may need to take a class or do some research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Yeah, teaching others. I'm feeling like, Gemini, you are standing in front of other people and showing them the way. You could be showing them how to do something that you recently overcame, or this could be a talent that you've had for years and years and years, like crafts or sports or AI. It could be something. I just feel like you're in front of people, especially with the star power in this people skills. And this is getting you noticed in all the right ways. So your career looks good, and people are seeing you looking good too. They see you as very knowledgeable, and you have that je ne sais quoi, right? What does money look like for the Gemini? The 10 of Cups in the upright. Happiness and alignment. lack of teamwork, and the Empress, the High Priestess popped out in the reverse. I do feel like there is a family situation that's happening with you that you're kind of ignoring, and it does have your money tied up. But right now, I feel like your biggest focus really might. I feel like money for the Gemini that I'm talking to. I feel like money is steady. It's coming in. You're not necessarily stressed about it. But on the side note, for a lot of you guys, there's like this house and family situation that you are tied to through a contract with this Three of Pentacles here, and you're kind of ignoring it because you're focused on yourself and your own work. So why is it that you're telling me about this with the money for the Gemini, please, Spirit? The Queen of Swords in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck. The Star card. This is the second time a star reference has popped up. There's some healing that you need to do, Gemini, when it comes to this, and it's gonna be very specific for it's gonna be different for each person. So I'm not trying to get specific, but so when it comes to like your work or your social situations, you are really leaning on your social skills, right? But there is another contract that you've got going on that you're not leaning on your social skills. As a matter of fact, you're ignoring it, and it needs to be healed. It says overly emotional and cold-hearted, but it needs to be healed. And that's why Spirit wants you to take a look at whatever this is. Advice on this situation, because this is tied to your money. So you want all of your energy to be copacetic. Look at this. The advice here, again, is another money, and then it's also your personal investment. It says conversation. And it doesn't need to be one quick conversation, because one quick conversation isn't going to heal it. It needs to be multiple conversations over time to either find a new way forward, or to heal it, or to let it go, release it, so that that energy that you've got around money and around your career and your social life is balanced with that Star card. All right, let's see what's going on. Gemini, what do you have for the Gemini next 3 months? Balance. I just said it. It's like you're ignoring a part of your life while totally investing in another part of your life, and it's throwing you off kilter. It says the need for balance and moderation, cooperation, and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Okay, so can you give me, why is this wait for perfect timing here? I feel like there's going to be, and there's blue flowers all around this. I'm going to say that this is with a female or another female. This balance needs to be had, because the way that these flowers look like, they almost look like a feminine body part, and it's blue. So it's your throat chakra. Conversation again. Okay, so in order to keep yourself from becoming overtly emotional in this conversation, or these conversations that you need to have with this person, Spirit is telling you not to be too hasty in action. Don't be drinking and then you drunk dial this person. Don't be tired and then you have a conversation with this person, or you reach out to have a conversation with this person, or you welcome in a conversation with this person. And then also to self-evaluate, like, where did things go wrong on your end, Gemini? You've got to be honest with yourself enough. But there's something about that that's going to be popping up in the next 3 months that really needs your attention. Let's move on to love for the Gemini next 3 months, please. Commitment. Okay. Soulmate energy. Denial. Divine feminine. I feel like I'm talking to... again, a Gemini who is out there socializing, working, but when it comes to like certain aspects of your life, you're really trying to not pay attention to it because it brings up emotions that you're not ready to evaluate. There is an energy of love circling you for long-term happiness, but I feel like you might be standing in your own way. So if you actually do deep down honestly want to call in a relationship, Gemini, you got to look at what you might be doing to jeopardize that, or sabotage that, because Spirit is really bringing that up for you. Where could this love connection go for the Geminis next 3 months, please? The World card. Wow. So I feel if you don't really evaluate how you're showing up, because I'm getting an imbalance in your energy, Gemini. If you really, and you could switch the roles if you want to, but if you really don't evaluate how you're showing up in the energy of romantic love, then whatever this situation is, it's kind of like it's kind of like just kind of floating around you. I feel like you've got an opportunity to invest into something romantically and you're not, but this could definitely come to an end. This person could get frustrated with how things aren't elevating, escalating, aren't continuing, and that's going to make you very upset. So if you want to avoid that, what changes can you make, Gemini? All right, next 3 months. So if you want to call in the exact opposite energy, what you going to do? All right, let's move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer, next 3 months, the energy of career and finance for Cancer, please, next 3 months. Passage. And then I just heard, moving on up to the east side. So you could be moving to find balance in your life. Wow. Looking for better work. You might feel like you've got to move to find better work. The Passage, this boat here, Cancer, it says, your current situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. This could be a Cancer that is just completely uprooting their life to go, and because over there looks better, because you know you've done the research on the computer and it's like they're hiring more here and so on and so forth. And in harmony, it's to find harmony in your life. This card says it's important for you to have quiet and peace in your work atmosphere. I feel like there's too many people, there's too much noise around you, Cancer. And it's just like people aren't giving you the space that you need, or there's too many secrets, or too many, it's just karmic where you're at. And I'm not saying karma has to be like rah, rah, rah. Like, I'm not saying that. And that can be hold on, my angel is making a lot of noise on my bracelet. Oh, my angel is making a lot of noise on my bracelet, and it's blue. So I wonder if you are being guided by Archangel Michael to seek out different for your future, for your career, in a different place. It says working at home or for yourself is best for you. Yeah, you might be seeking out different in the career, and you're looking currently. It's okay to look for a better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. Yeah, it's just not giving right now. It's leaving you wanting wherever you're at. It's loud in ways, and even if it's just energetically, and it's just not serving you anymore. So you're looking to find balance next 3 months. All right. But it's there's this, I don't know if there's other people involved. Like if you've got a contract or you've got a work partner or something like that, but it's like, keep your moves to yourself. Keep your cards close hold the next 3 months until you're ready to make that move. Cancer, money, the Moon card, the Seven of Cups, the Emperor in the reverse. Wow. Your money is so unbelievably important to you. With this Emperor in the reverse, it's like a huge motivating factor for you, but it's almost motivating in a kind of teetering on a super egoic kind of way. And I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you in any way, shape, or form. The cards are just saying that there's a rigidity that you've got when it comes to your finances and what you will accept and what you won't accept. And it's not just regular boundaries. So this could be you saying like, I'm not going to take this job even though it provides really good benefits. It allows me to work from home. It gives me the creative power that I want, because it's however many $1,000 a year less than the last job that I had. And so like, even though there's all of this good stuff here, you're focusing on the negative. And it comes down to the bottom line for you, Cancer. The Moon card here is telling me that there's fear and anxiety about your money because you know that you need to leave the space that you're at, but almost a part of you is saying like, is it just wishful thinking? And it's affecting your money because the mood is all off and money is energy. I feel like I need to get some advice for the Cancer. But then also too, I feel like the advice is already here. Like it's a confirmation. Like, yes, you do. Spirit sees that you do need to leave. You do need to find balance. You do probably need to start working for yourself or finding a different atmosphere, a more peaceful atmosphere that you can find harmony within yourself. So yes, that pull is happening for a reason. But for you, it's like the money aspect is really playing a role. Almost like you would accept just staying in this current place just because of the money, even though this is wrong with it, that's wrong with it, and that's wrong with it. Advice. Okay, this is you fear the unknown because there's lack of planning. And you have a lack of planning because you're only looking at one side. So it's not a pro and a cons list, it's a cons list. What are you going to do with that information, Cancer? What you going to do for the Cancer? Let's see. What are you going to do about that? What kind of changes are you going to make to what you believe is true? For the Cancer, please, next 3 months. 3 of Pentacles. This is power of creativity. Recognition for high quality work. Be a team player. Wowzers. The team doesn't have to be you leaving one job and going to another job. The team can be you and your higher self. There's a huge thing popping up in your life right now that is detrimental to your future, and it has everything to do with your life path here on planet Earth right now in this incarnation. So everything that's happening right now, the contrast that you're feeling, the strife that you're feeling, was all meant to happen. However, you were meant to find your way out of it versus staying stuck. And right now, the energy is stuck with the 2 of Wands in the reverse. So what do you want to do with this life path? What do you want to do with your life path? What do you want to do? Do you want to be a team player with your higher self that's calling you to go and find peace and harmony over here with the passage and the looking? Or do you want to just stay where there's no peace and harmony or a lack of peace and harmony? Let's move on to love. Love for Cancer next 3 months, please, Spirit. Around winter, so the end of December. So it's not, your story with love is not the next 90 days. Your story with love might be the next 180 days. Butterflies, can't stop smiling, feeling complete, reminiscing. Oh, Cancer, you are thinking about somebody. You are thinking about somebody. And then for whatever reason, when I'm looking at this winter card, because I see that sun right there, I was singing to myself, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Can't stop smiling, happiness, feeling complete, reminiscing. Looking at photos and remembering the good times, dwelling. What's going on for Cancer next 3 months? Love. The Ten of Swords. Did you just go through a breakup or something? The Hierophant in the reverse. Or are you currently in the middle of a breakup? Divorce, separation. Damn, that's like really hard for you, Cancer. Besides the obvious, I feel like people around you hold you in super high regard with this Hierophant in the reverse. And for you to be going through or petitioning for mentally a breakup or a separation or a divorce, it's going to disrupt a lot with your family and a lot with these people that hold you on this pedestal. Tell me more about this situation for Cancer in the next 3 months, please. Temperance. And the Six of Swords in the reverse. Remember earlier we were talking about potentially moving for work? I feel like that could still be a possibility, but you might end up leaving before things are hashed out in the love department. Whatever this Ten of Swords and this Hierophant in the reverse is. That's why I said your reading seems more like not a 90-day reading or next 3 months reading. I feel like it's more like 180 days. You might see yourself moving out of the house with somebody, but you're not, everything's not ironed out. You're going to be figuring out a lot of things at the end of this year, Cancer. You're going to be figuring out a lot of things when it comes to love. So that's what I see for you guys in the cards. I really do hope that that helped. Let's move on. Leo. All right, Leo. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's see. Career and money for the Leo next 3 months. There's a lot of stuff going on with your energy right now, Leo. Power position. Limitations. Good luck. There's a lot of stuff going on with your energy right now. You are being promoted or called to lead, but then it says here that it says limitations, obstacles are not what they seem. I feel like you have been listening to the voices around you, the doubters, the naysayers. I don't think you're doing this consciously. I feel like it's popping into your subconscious. People are planting seeds, Leo, and it's making you feel less than again. I'm getting that again. It's making you feel less than again, not good enough again. I don't know if you're like reading comments or reviews or allowed somebody old back into your life, reconciliations with like friends or coworkers, or you had to revisit an old work environment or something, or maybe you had a meeting or something at work and then some old people that you knew from your past came in. But I feel like they're rubbing you the wrong way, and I really do feel like it's projection on their part, Leo, because I do feel like since then you've promoted yourself, or if you got a promotion, and it's just not, it's never been good enough for whoever these people are. Here's the good luck here. It says, your fortune is improving and you will get a lucky break soon. Collect nuggets of wisdom. You will need them in your near future. Okay, so there's a turnaround. So you're breaking free from these chains in the next 3 months, or you've already started doing that for the Leo, please. The Three of Wands, and expanding. Standing on your own 2 feet and expanding and taking charge and taking leadership. Like, I feel like you're alchemizing this energy and overcoming. What does money look like? So that's good for career. What does money look like for Leo next 3 months, please? The Page of Pentacles in the reverse, feeling stuck, but then again finding the enthusiasm to move forward. I feel like there's epiphanies that are popping up for you. You could be going to therapy and your therapist says something, or your life coach says something, or your shaman says something, or your brother says something, or your mom says something, and it's just like kind of just like, whoa, it wakes you up. And the feeling of being stuck, that stagnancy even in your money, because you discover something inside of you, or you hear something, or like, again, some sort of creative endeavor actually picks you up. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's signing a new contract. Maybe it's just standing in your power finally, or again, I feel like there's this revisiting of, like, you know, you're at another reinvention stage in your life, Leo. And this is like, okay, now it's no rest for the weary is what I'm hearing. If I want to dig myself out of this, I'm going to have to do it again. Let's go. It's go time. That's what it is. For the Leo, please, next 3 months. High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. But then also too, like, you've got so many people around you that have opinions about your life right now, Leo, or you always have. Like, keep it close hold. Whatever your intentions are, when you get that 4-leaf clover or that epiphany or that new job or that new contract, you mind who you tell. Because more and more people are divulging their true colors to you, Leo. Pay attention to what people do. Pay attention to the patterns. Pay attention to who people tell you they are, who people show you who they are. All right? Love. For Leo, romantic love next 3 months, please. Twin flames. Reconciling. Guard it. Why are you afraid of this connection? This person that you love so deeply, Leo. Because of past trauma building up your walls? Uh-oh, Leo. Are you self-sabotaging a potential soulmate union here? Why is Leo guarded, please, Spirit? Because you've got a blocked heart chakra. You, again, with the I've had to reinvent myself. It's go time. I feel like, hold on. Why is guarded here for the Leo, please? The World card. Okay, now I'm getting something about the internet or TV. But it's done. You holding yourself away from this connection is done. The time of being guarded is done. So Leo opens over the next 3 months. It seems like you're opening yourself up. You're tearing down the walls of love around your heart. The walls that you have around your heart concerning love, brick by brick. And where does that lead the Leo next 3 months? The Temperance came out with the Queen of Swords. You're like emotions. Emotions again with the Page of Cups in the reverse, and then the King of Swords in the upright. So you got a King and a Queen of Swords. So you're trying to balance your masculine and feminine, Leo, but you're really staying in your in your masculine energy as a fire sign, with the Queen of Swords being upright. The oh my goodness, confirmation. The King of Swords is upright. So your masculine is good. The go-getter is good. It's go time. That's good, right? But your feminine side is in the reverse. So, but here we are with the Temperance. You're trying to balance that within yourself. Like learning that I am okay to be loved. I am okay to give love. I am okay to receive love. I'm good. I'm good. Because you've had people around you or situations in your life that have left you second guessing. It doesn't matter how old you are, Leo. I'm picking up that you have a hard time with emotions with this Page of Cups in the reverse. So Leo gets this stuff in balance over the next 3 months. Is that what you're saying? Yes! Ah! What an amazing thing. You open yourself back up to love. And I think it's whoever this person is that you have been reminiscing about. You're going to be able to heal and call that relationship in. I'm not going to pull on the cards to ask it where that relationship is going. I think we've got plenty of information here. You've got plenty of advice, Leo. It's just a matter of you taking it in and really like putting processes in the play in your life to help you turn off the noise. Not to ignore it. Like if something's triggering you or giving you an emotional response to it, pay attention to that. And that's going to help you break down the walls that you've got around your heart brick by brick. But then also it'll help you stay in your own power. So then when somebody else comes, a naysayer comes or a situation comes, or it's even your own mind that brings up, but this bad thing is here, but this bad thing is here. Then you can turn that off and be like, you know what? I don't have time for the negative right now. I need to focus on the positive in my life. I need to say to myself and to spirit, you know what? Show me how good it can get. I'm ready to embrace positivity in my life. All right. That's for the Leo. Let's move on to the Virgo. All right, Virgo. What does career and finance look like for Virgo next 3 months? Offerings, movement, roll of the dice. Oh man, Virgo is over here just like, you know what? I think I can do it. It's some sort of career thing where you're just like, I think I got a great idea. I think I can do it. I'm going to take a chance on myself because it's like you've already done the planning and you already done the number crunching and you've already made a list or something. You've already evaluated the situation. If you looked at it and you said, you know what, I think this is going to work. And it's like a leap of faith. It says offerings. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it, research it carefully before accepting it. I do feel like you've already been doing that. I really do feel like you've already been doing that. You might have to move for work or you have to move into a new industry. But it says you're going to make good progress. And then with this roll of the dice, it's a tricky situation, but it says you're going to make, a good progress. It says put yourself out there. You're hiding your talents. Don't hide anymore, Virgo, because this idea that you have, I feel like some of you guys are going to be putting yourself in front of other people. I don't know if you're like, if it's like like a contract or an investment opportunity or something, and you're having to make a pitch, or just some sort of change from being in the background to being in the foreground. It's going to work out for you. Let's go. Money for Virgo. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, feeling stuck. We've been getting that a lot. Listen, I've been getting this a lot, these two cards, and you saw me shuffle. So feeling stuck in money, but there's some sort of creative endeavor that's popping off in your life or opportunity, and you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And it really does literally pay off for you, Virgo. All right, so what's the general message you have for Virgos next 3 months, please, Spirit? 2 cards? Oh, that's 3 cards. That's way too much. Take my time, chill and relax, be a little bit more balance like the Virgo, Shawnee. There we go. Six of Pentacles, and it actually was one of the cards that came out earlier. It says gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities. Virgo, what are you calling in? Receiving a loan or paying off debts. Get it, Virgo. Let's go, Virgo. Your general energy for the next 3 months is Spirit is wanting you to be in the energy of receiving. And it's hard for some of us to know how to receive things, because for a lot of us growing up, you know, they ingrained in us that you got to work hard to get good things out of life. But I don't see that for you. I'm not saying you're not working hard, Virgo. I don't want to offend you, but I feel like things are easier over the next 3 months for opportunities to roll in, for conversations to roll in, to meet the right people, to be put in the right place at the right time by Spirit. And opportunities are like boom, boom, boom for you, Virgo. Let's talk about love. Romantic love for Virgo next 3 months, please. Facade, clown, communication. Somebody who you or this person who has been hiding their feelings is coming. Somebody who's been hiding their feelings is coming forward. Facade, clown is appearance. Again with the mask, with the clown wearing face makeup, and then this facade wearing a mask. I feel like somebody's been hiding their true colors or their feelings. And there's shame behind that. But then there's communication popping up. A good conversation to set the story straight is what I'm getting. Romantic love for Virgo next 3 months, please, Spirit. A little less conversation, a little more action. So I'm hearing I think that's what you want. Like all talk, no bite. Like you don't just want with this communication or with this person, you want to see behaviors change, not just hearing about it. Vegas pops up for me for whatever reason, because that's, what is that guy's name? Who sings that song? I see his face. The king of rock and roll. What is his name? Oh my God, what is that guy's name? Oh my God. That must not be a reference for you. But Vegas came up. What is that dude's name? Anyways, the guy that sings that song. You want a behavioral change. Wow. So the Two of Wands pops up here. Romantic love, please. The Justice, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Wands in the reverse. Hold on. So I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo who wants to have a conversation with somebody, but you're so, okay, this could be you or your person, is so fearful of the unknown, of what could happen from the conversation. You're keeping yourself from having the conversation, welcoming in the conversation, responding to somebody's like text message or email or letter or something, because you've already made up your mind that it's going to be imbalanced. Look, balance scale, and we're in Libra season now. I feel very strongly, considering the readings that I've done and the energy that I'm picking up on, is this is a time from Spirit to give people an opportunity to seek balance in these type of relationships. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about all relationships. Most kind of karmic-y relationships just need to be left in the past, not visited, other than to heal from within from them. But that doesn't mean once I've healed, I go back to it. It means like I've moved on from it and I've let go that weight. But this is a situation where Spirit is opening a door for you to have an opportunity for closure. How might this manifest for the Virgo, please? I do see communication. the Star card in the reverse. Again, you're not welcoming this in any way, shape, or form because you feel like you're not ready. Because you're still recovering from it. You're not ready. So if you, I'm picking up on a Virgo who's might potentially get contacted by an ex, or this could be a mother or a father, or I don't know, somebody from your past. I did pick up on romantic love, but I feel like it can be generalized, and you're just not ready yet to have that conversation, and that's okay. You go on your own time. All right, Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Moving on to Libra here. Where are we at? 50 minutes. Gifts. Okay, Libra. Gestures with a gold hand. Many choices. Libra, you are stepping into, yeah, okay. It's Libra season. So this could be birthday gifts, people doing good things for you. But let's say you're not a Libra sun. Let's say your moon, rising, or Venus is in Libra. The energy is still popping up for you because it's gifts, gestures, and many choices. Look at the hand on here. It's painted gold. You are uncovering, so this is career and finance, by the way. Okay, so you are uncovering multiple people throughout the next 3 months, or multiple doors being open for you to step in. You're gonna have many choices. This could look like new ideas of contracts to work with. This could look like potentially taking the lead on certain programs at work. This could be like your boss saying, "Hey, Libra, come here. How do you feel about such and such project? Yeah, I think you should take it on." So it's an opportunity for you. This could look like multiple jobs, like if you're in between jobs. But it says you have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. Pull a card for each option to see what's best. All right. So let's say option A. So think in your mind, Libra. We're going to play a game, okay? So option A for work. So these are opportunities to do some new things that will land you either a new job or a better position at work, okay? All right, so think of 2 options that you could have, Libra. Option number one. How's this going to work out for Libra? Wishes come true. Whatever your option was for number 1, if you're playing along with me, it says wishes come true. Your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way that you expect it. No worries. It's just what you need. Oh, look, wealth popped out with option number 1 as well, before I even asked for option number 2. No need for further explanation there. It looks like it would be lucrative and make you happy. What's option number 2? Think of option number 2. Erase option number 1 by taking a breath. Option number 2 for Libra, please. Long reading for Libra. Strategy. It says you need to take a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So this might be you needing to do some more research, taking a course, seeking out mentorship, a coach. Whatever option 2 is, it's going to require you to strategize a little bit more. But I keep watching these, and I don't play chess, but these TV shows and these movies keep popping up with people playing chess in them. And I keep getting them, which is interesting. And it probably has led me to here in front of you today. I feel like in order for this other option that is causing you to be strategic, you're going to have to overcome fear and dark shadows within you. You're going to have to face them because there's anxiety attached to it. And you know what it is? It's the fear of rejection. At the bottom of the deck, perspective. No, you are better at what you do than you realize, Libra. And just because some of these people, I feel like this is other people, just because people don't see your light now doesn't mean they won't eventually. So just keep at it. Maybe it's in the wording of the things that you're putting out there. Maybe it's an inability to be, maybe it's like not being flexible. But then also too, if somebody tells you no, you got to be able to respect that no. That's for career. Money for the Libra, please, Spirit. Money for the Libra, please. The Two of Wands. I love that. Being able to really plan for the future and make progress. Wow, look at that with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, being able to plan for the future. I feel like your money is going up. Your money energy is going up, and you're going to be attracting money from different parts of your life, and you're going to be able to plan differently, like not plan with lack, like you're not going to be able to, you're going to move out of making a budget because it's like woe is me into making a budget because you're just trying to be smart about your money. I like that, Libra. Balancing. This is a year of balancing, I guess, for you, Libra. Justice. Yes, because it is your time. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Look at that, Libra. Confirmations of Libra balancing out over and over again. This is your season to balance the scales, Libra, and that things are being balanced for you. Spirit is stepping in to balance in a lot for you. And with this being an 8 card, it's not just they're giving it to you. It's because you showed up every time for yourself, for others. And now positivity is going to be showing up in the form of blessings and miracles for you the next 3 months. Okay. Pregnancy popped up when I was about to ask for about romantic love, but this could be creating a new relationship. It also could be pregnancy. Next 3 months for Libra, please. Appreciation, lifestyle. Somebody admires you, but I don't think they've come forward yet, Libra. And I feel like you're embodying this Empress energy. So you're not chasing love right now, but I do feel just off of these cards, this appreciation and this lifestyle, I feel like somebody's going to come out. I just heard people are going to be coming out of the woodworks to want to have a romantic relationship with you. It's just something about what you're radiating. But there's one person in particular. I can't tell if this is a new, I feel like it's a new person. But you're not going to feel like it's a new person. Like this person's going to feel really familiar to you. It's about their vibes, their good vibes that they're giving off. Romantic love. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. The Six of Cups in the upright. Yeah, maybe you do know this person, but it could be past life kind of stuff. The King of Wands. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cancer, Leo. Heavy fire and water, potentially. I feel like you've got something up in the air, Libra, and you're calling in somebody giving you a romantic gesture with the Six of Cups, specifically this King of Wands. I'm pulling intention. The Emperor in the reverse. The Empress. This person's not refusing to let you go. I called this Empress energy, and this is the first time the Empress came out with this deck. This person's not willing to let you go. They just see so much potential in this relationship with you. And I feel like with this here, they fumbled you. Libra, I'm not I'm gonna stand on this. I'm gonna say somebody from your past is coming back because they just see you, and they truly do love you with that Empress energy. So you do with that what you will, but I do feel like a resurgence. All right, Scorpio. Let's see, career and finance for the Scorpios next 3 months, please, Spirit. Career and finance, Scorpio. Wisdom. You are called to serve as a mentor. People are looking up to you. It says you will be offered a new position with this offerings. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting it, Scorpio. Movement. You might need to move careers. You might need to move closer to this new position. But you are coming in as, I'm getting like Hierophant vibes off of you. Like people look up to you. You could be a teacher. You could be a coach. You could be a leader in the community. You could be a politician. You could be a leader at church. And then now I'm feeling like a tug of war because you could be like a leader in your field. And I feel like there's something that you're going to be able to tie down in the next 3 months as far as work is concerned, but it might take you having to take a leap of faith towards it. Yeah. Because you're like, okay, wow, you're really offering me this position. All right. Okay, let's do it. That's what I'm getting. Or at least considering it. Because there's something about being a role model or a guide that you embody, and people just really want to work around with you. The Magician and the in the upright, and then the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Be careful. I know that, okay, I know you're deeper than this, but I am getting like, be careful, like, about how you navigate this new situation, Scorpio. Like I'm almost getting like a Scorpio who knows their worth. I get that. And is high value, but the high vibe that goes with the high value sometimes isn't there. I'm getting a little ego. And then also too, something about your team, like the people as you're selecting the team, like go with it with an open heart and an open mind and tact and integrity as you're selecting your team. Because you're always going to shine naturally. Like you need a strong team around you that you can trust when you delegate to. Like this is very specific for somebody. Like don't pick the team. Something about picking a team. Yeah, just like really go with integrity when you're starting to select the people that you're working around or your assistants or something like that. Because no matter what, your experience is going to shine. I feel like I need to say that. Money for the Scorpios, please. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Wands in the upright. And then the... oh, that's why I feel like you're being... And then the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This is a big opportunity for you, Scorpio. And you don't want anybody to take it from you. And it's a big opportunity to showcase your skills and to really be in this position. But then also too, it's like more money. And so I'm getting like a little kid inside of you, like your inner child that's like, no, don't take this away from me. Being afraid that it's going to be taken away from you. So just watch your energy around this. It's a good opportunity. definitely step into it. You're going to be allowed or able to showcase all of the work that you've done throughout your lifetime to get you to this place, but just watch your energy, okay? Watch your energy. There's a inner child inside of Scorpio that needs a little bit of attention when it comes to this. They're afraid it's going to get taken away. Message for Scorpio, please. The Four of Swords. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Maybe you haven't stepped into this yet. I think you might be worried about this opportunity that's coming towards you in the next three months. But Spirit is saying, like, you're still a unicorn. Nobody's going to match you. Nobody matches the energy that you have. So if you got to take a couple of breathers to get your energy right before you go into the meeting, before you sign that contract, before you start making this team selection, then do it. There's something very heavy around you about having to balance yourself. And it's because there's fear and anxiety around you. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to take a vacation, although you could, but it's just really like taking some breaths with this Four of Air. Like, take some deep breaths, focus on the objective, and go in there with grace, dignity, and yeah, let's just go with grace and dignity. All right, romantic love for the Scorpios next 3 months, please. Visit, terms, denial, unexpected visit, or unexpected phone call, working something out, something that you've dismissed. An unexpected text message, phone call, or some sort of something from like a romantic loving situation or a romantic situation that you've already just thought that it was done and over with. A lot of people are getting this, Scorpio. Yeah, look at that. It could be from an ex-wife, an ex-husband, an ex-partner with this Ten of Cups here, or like just somebody that you could have really seen yourself building with, but you've been going at it alone. They've been going at it alone. And then what's most likely going to happen next 3 months with this connection, please? Paranoia about... Wow. So I feel like over the next 3 months, you're going to get an opportunity from Spirit to revisit a romantic relationship. And I feel like you're going to be paranoid about quite a lot. Because I don't feel like there's enough that healing that has happened. I feel like there's some healing that has happened, but not enough healing for you to release the hesitation and the defensiveness with it. You might not entertain this, Scorpio. Is there any new love prospects coming towards Scorpio in the next 3 months, please, Spirit? 2 cards want to pop out. Yeah, I think you're just not really focused on love. Not love. Other things, but not love. Next 3 months. There is love all around you. You must be super attractive, Scorpio, because people are constantly looking at you, but you're just like, nah. Due to my past, I will not be accepting any new offers as for a husband and wife. But if you want to go out for drinks, that's what the Ace of Cups is. If you want to go out for drinks, maybe. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. Sagittarius next 3 months. All right, Sagittarius, next 3 months, career and finance, please, Spirit. Hold on. Hold on, I'm getting something. Relationships. Business partners, office love, affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme caution. And that came out with like a whole slew of cards. So maybe that's the side message. So be careful with office relationships right now, Sagittarius. Just navigate those with caution. Direction. It says your purpose is unfolding slowly. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. Okay, Sagittarius, stepping into your life's purpose right now. This is new territory for you. You're a traveler, by spirit, by heart, by norm. You're a traveler. I see that, but this is uncharted territory for you when it comes to career and finance, specifically career. Waking up to something. Short term, this position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries, you will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. You haven't left your job, your 9 to 5 yet, but you're feeling called and pulled to go into like a completely different direction. Your algorithm could have changed on your phone. Hold on, my dog's trying to get in the room. All right, I'm back, Sagittarius. So you're, what does it say? 111? 111 on the clock. Your spirit, your higher self, your ancestors are pulling you towards a different something different for you in your career. So expect wherever you're at to be temporary. Expect to have even more nudges towards spirit to move in a different direction. Moving up, it says, you are increasing your power and your status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. I keep looking at this card with the fireworks, and I'm getting Alicia Keys. All I see is fireworks. Taking off like fireworks. Sagittarius, I feel like once you've made a decision that this other move is more in line with yourself, it's gonna be like boom. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be a quick adjustment to your career, like super quick. Yeah, I think it's like a new job or a completely different career, and it just keeps nudging you. Let's go for Sagittarius, money, next 3 months. The Queen of Swords in the upright, quick thinker. Remember I said quick, so the second time we got quick. The Lovers in the reverse, and the 8 of Cups in the upright. Remember that one card did pop out talking about romance in the office. That might actually be something that's energetically holding you back or keeping you from taking this leap of faith within yourself. There's disharmony right now. It's all related. Okay, so where spirit is wanting you to go with your money is to move on from anything that's holding you back emotionally. All right. And I feel like if, for those of you Sagittarius that resonate with the office romance, that is holding you back, unfortunately. And because it's holding you back from making the executive move for your career, it's holding you back monetarily. But you are, it's so interesting because you're showing up as this Queen of Swords who is independent, yet you're not energetically independent from this other energy. And that right there is the misalignment. What you're not seeing is that this romantic connection is keeping you from excelling. You know how they say like ball and chains? If this is like a ball and chain, it's weighting you down. It says release the fear. Release the fear. Release the confusion. You know what's right for you. Energy works that way, Sagittarius. Like if you're ignoring something or not listening to what God, the universe, spirit is trying to tell you, then it can affect so many different facets of your life. And right now it's affecting career and money. All right, let's see what spiritual energy that we need to bring forward to the Sagittarius next 3 months, please, Spirit. Ego. Such a big ego. Obviously it didn't sound like Beyonce, but that's what I'm getting. The false sense of entrapment. The false sense of entrapment. Being overtly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. This is the death card. Meaning, like, you could legitimately transmute this into your own power. I mean, this isn't the death card. This is the devil card. Remember I said ball and chain earlier? And most of the time, if you look at a traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, the death card has two people chained together. I feel like I am picking up on a toxic attachment for you, Sagittarius, and it is just keeping you from realizing so much about yourself and so much about the energy of where you can go outwardly. You think you're good now monetarily. I'm getting that. You think you're good now? Think of where you could be if you let go of that vice. Think of where you could be if you let go of that toxic connection. Think of where you could be if you healed that, released that, and opened up for more positive is what I'm getting here. All right. Romantic love for the Sagittarius. Although I feel like we were already picking up on that. Regrets. Ravenous. Sagittarius. Unsatisfied. This is a good time. And this is what I keep picking up. This is a good time in celestially and in the energy of what's happening right now in reality. To really seek closure and to seek balance in this Libra season with these relationships, these romantic relationships that are imbalanced. There's this sort of insatiable appetite you've got for whoever this is. I don't know if this person is the same person that is affecting your finances, although it could be. I am kind of getting a sense that there's like a couple of energies around you, Sagittarius. Being distant with this regret card. Ravenous is giving me a hunger for pleasure, insatiable appetite towards passion with this connection, and unsatisfied because you're not getting it. You're losing interest, huh? Let's see, Sagittarius. What's going on romantically for the Sagittarius? Because you're a fire sign and you're just like, well, I guess, moving on. If I'm not going to get satisfied here, I'll get satisfied somewhere else. That's what I'm getting off of this, honestly. romantic love next 3 months for Sagittarius. The 5 of Swords in the upright, literally, it literally is saying that. It's literally saying that, listen, if I'm not getting it here, I guess I might as well get it somewhere else. You're not going to give it to me. There's somebody that you got like very heavy passion towards, but it's just for whatever reason not connecting. The 8 of Wands in the upright. The Hermit in the reverse. This 8 of Wands is telling me that there was communication, or somebody traveled to one person, but something just didn't work out. And it's back to isolation again with this unsatisfied, and it landed right on this unsatisfied. What is going on for the Sagittarius? Loneliness and withdrawn. Next 3 months. Tell me about this 8 of Wands, please. The 3 of Swords in the reverse. There was an idea of a reconciliation here. An energy of potential reconciliation. I picked this up in, I think, the Virgo reading, or the Gemini reading. So Gemini or Virgo could be significant for you. Where it's like, you're just like, no, I don't. Wow. So you've got these really heavy, passionate feelings towards somebody that you have regrets about how things worked out or didn't work out. And I think that there was a potential for a reconciliation via messages or air travel. Like maybe somebody like literally flew or drove to this other person's house and then got cold feet or something. Or maybe somebody reached out to the other person and then was just crickets, like left hanging. There was like a non-response. And then it's leaving you feeling unsatisfied and lonely, and you're withdrawing. So tell me more about this. What? The Lovers in the upright. Yeah, the Page of Cups in the reverse. There's a super I don't think, what is there? Hold on. Outcome? 3 of Cups. But how do we get from that to the 3 of Cups? Please, Spirit. The Tower. Whoa! You might have another chance to interact with this person again. So the energy here is this Lover's card. There's a heavy soul tie here. I'm not saying that you're meant to be with this person forever, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that for right now, but I'm saying there's a heavy soul tie. There's like a contract that's not done with this person, but the reason why it hasn't come to its ending yet, or conclusion, or new chapter yet, new beginning yet, is because there's emotional immaturity or lack of wanting to give to the situation emotionally. And then I said, so what's the outcome? And they said 3 of Cups. They said, so that's a reconciliation. But so there's emotional immaturity. Somebody doesn't want to give to it. How do we get from that to this 3 of Cups reconciliation? A Tower. That's a new opportunity. So over the 3 months, expect a new opportunity to rehash this out. And I'm going to be dead ass honest with you, Sagittarius. I can see in the cards that that's kind of like something you secretly desire. But I feel like you might even be holding that secret from even yourself, which is interesting. But no judgment. I love you, boo. I love Sagittarius so, so much. All right, let's move on. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, next 3 months. What does career and finance look like for the Capricorns, please? Next 3 months. Limitation, roll of the dice. Success. You've already cut through the red tape and the bureaucracy, or you're about to be cutting through the BS at work. Figuring out the paperwork, figuring out exactly who to call, figuring out exactly which way to go. It's like people were making things difficult for you on purpose, but you've already figured it out. And you're right on track with where you need to go. I think you took a chance on, or are taking a chance in the next 3 months, Capricorn. I feel like you were hiding a little bit of your talents from yourself, or you, and over the next 3 months, you're going to start realizing like you are a problem solver and you are the right person for the job. And you convince yourself to take baby steps forward, and it pays off. The path you are on will bring you to success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You are on track. You've already seen through the obstacles. Again, red tape, bureaucracy, like holding patterns. You're just like, I feel like you figured out how to navigate the system, Capricorn. Let's look at money. So that's good. The Six of Wands is telling me that your money is kind of tied up in other endeavors with especially now, the Six of Swords in the reverse. And then now we're getting the Nine of Swords in the upright. Your money's tied up and you don't know how to get yourself out of it. Here, your money is tied up and you don't know how to get yourself out of it. And it's causing your energy to be off, to be a little bit lack filled. So how can Capricorn turn this energy around, alchemize this energy, and for money, please, in the next 3 months? The Star card, again, with the success, like it's like you get this, you start realizing who you are and your talents and the fact that you are able to overcome and problem solve. You get yourself out of it. There's some sort of inspiration that pops off, or an epiphany, a aha moment, or an idea. It could come in the form of like a commercial, or something on your social media pops up, like or overheard conversation or something, or you're just sitting still and sitting calm, and then Spirit's like, boom, this is what I've been trying to show you, Capricorn. So this is how you can overcome this. And yeah, and you break free. So the next 3 months, expect a turnaround, and it's all because of you, because you can do hard things, Capricorn. Capricorn, please, next 3 months. Seven of Wands. Defend your beliefs and your decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Let's figure out some more. This is a very pretty, it's like a woman flying almost like a phoenix looking dragon. Seven of Wands, Seven of Fire for the Capricorn, please. What does this look like energetically for them next 3 months? The Star card in the reverse. Your energy back. Okay. All right. Your energy has been going a lot back and forth lately. I feel like you've been tied to a lot of different things, busy, like a lot of, like doing a lot on your own, but yet still having people come at you, and not necessarily, and all of these wands down here are different colors, so it's not necessarily all bad. I just feel like you've been stretched thin, Capricorn, and you're just like wondering when you're going to be able to rest. And with this World card here, it's like, it's soon. You're going to be able to just chill soon. You'll be able to get back to your own energy because you're calling in it more balance. You might be able to travel a little bit more, but I feel like there's just been like a lot of stuff going on around you. A lot of, you got to do this, you got to do that. You've been doing it on your own, and then it just kind of slows down, and then that frees up more time for you to do the things that you like. All right, romantic love for the Capricorns, please, next 3 months. Fired up, secrets, unsatisfied. That unsatisfied keeps coming out, and y'all saw me shuffle. I wonder if you start traveling, Capricorn, and you run into or you travel to go meet up with somebody, Capricorn, like a romantic love situation. Shoot, even at this point, this could just be like a family member or a friend, and it just doesn't work out the way you wanted it to. What's this going on for the Capricorn? I feel like you put yourself back out there somehow. Yeah. Four of Swords in the reverse. You put yourself back out there and it just doesn't materialize the way you expected it. With the Empress in the reverse is telling me, like, I almost feel like over the next 3 months you're going to be like, see, that's why I've been keeping to myself. I do, the Queen of Swords in the reverse is now, again, just saying, solidifying, see, that's why I just keep to myself. Cold-hearted, the Queen of Swords. Is there an opportunity? And I feel like it's because rubbing elbows with an older love connection versus going new. This person that, Capricorn, I feel like you're connecting with, and it could be a fire sign, they haven't changed. It also could be that, not that they haven't changed, it's the energy hasn't changed, because I see it says building up emotions. I feel like what's happened is there's been quiet time between you and this person, like y'all haven't been really in contact, and then like the emotions build up over time, and then when you finally do travel to this person, or say, okay, things in my life have chilled, now I can call this person or email this person or whatever, it's like it's taken too long for this energy. It's been inertiaed. It's been like this, and then you go see this person, and then blah, it's like, where have you been? You left me hanging. You ghosted me. Why are you always doing this? Kind of, it's like blame game stuff popping up. I don't feel like this person is healed, Capricorn. Is there a potential new love situation? Because it's going to leave you unsatisfied. For the Capricorns, the Magician in the reverse pops out. And that's telling me that you could have new love, but for whatever reason, you keep, it's like picking a scab with this old person, Capricorn. You could totally have new love, but you got to let this wound heal. Don't even try to call in a new romantic partner right now, Capricorn. Don't even. Whoever this is, and you'll know who it is if this message is for you, you got to let go of that baggage. Don't call in a new love situation. You could easily sabotage it. And I'm not saying you're going to be doing it on purpose. It's just because you're bringing in old energy from a wound that has not healed. So, I do hope that helped, Capricorn. All right, let's move on. All right, Aquarius, career and finances for the Aquarius, please, Spirit. For the Aquarius, relationships, progress, perspective. I feel like I'm tapping into an Aquarius who might be having an issue with your business partner, or there's romance at work and it's just not helping things. Relationship here, saying business partners, office love affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. You might be letting go of a business partner in the next 3 months or letting go of a business, like meaning, an endeavor, or leaving a job because it's just not working out for you. and you might be selecting a new team over the next 3 months, a new job, a new direction, progress. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. Yeah, this might not be a 90-day reading for you. This might be a 180-day reading as far as your career and finances are concerned. I just feel like whatever work you're doing right now, it's just not giving in the way that you wanted it to be giving. So the romantic relationship at work, that could be just for a select number of you. But for the most of you, I feel like it's just not what you want to be doing. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you go where you want to be. Yeah, you don't want to be doing what it is that you're doing right now. It's just temporary. Spirit is very specifically saying, don't quit it yet. Don't quit your day job. But it's okay, and it's understood that the reason why you don't want to be here is because it doesn't mesh well with you right now. The people don't. It's dry, it's boring, and that's okay. Let's look at advice on this situation for the Aquarius, please. The Six of Cups in the upright. What have you always wanted to do? Because that's what Spirit wants you to do. What did you always want to do as like a kid? Again, they're not saying to quit your job now, but that's probably why things continue to be boring when you step into this work center and this work center and this work center, is because you're doing what society is telling you should do. You're doing what your college degree tells you should do, or your family tells you should do, or whatever. But deep down, you know what you're good at. Something you've always wanted to do. Lean into that calling. That's your life's purpose. So start navigating. How can I make this work for me? And it might be a career change. It might be working for yourself. It could be different for everybody. But you want to feed your soul at this point in your life is what I'm getting, Aquarius. But again, take a few months to think about it. You've got your own goals, your own life experiences, your own discernment. So lean on that. I'm just telling you what the cards say. Money, Aquarius, next 3 months. The Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and then the Emperor, the King of Wands in the upright. So money is looking okay over the next 3 months. But then I feel like there's like a slump, almost like you got to pay like a large sum for like a repair for your house, or you're buying a new house, and so you had to pay a down payment on that. But where there's a dip, it comes right back up again because you're constantly motivated. You're constantly striving for a new direction, Aquarius. So you will see over the next 3 months, it's steady, right? Balance with the Lovers, and then it kind of goes down, and then you could be getting married too, or investing in a huge contract. I see something that pulls on your money, but then your money comes right back again. All right. So that's for the next 3 months, career and finance. Let's see. A spiritual message for the Aquarius, please, next 3 months. Spiritual message for Aquarius, please, next 3 months. Renewal. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So that slump of money that came down, it could be that you're separating from a relationship and then moving into your own household. And that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing along this part of your journey in life. Pay attention, though, as these changes happen, Aquarius, because with this renewal card, it's like the Judgment card, and it's a lot of things might be happening kind of fast for you right now. And just watch for the signs and the synchronicity from spirit as they start nudging you towards the direction of your greatest and highest good, including, remember earlier, with your career path. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff popping up that's like, that's going to, things that make you go, right, Aquarius? Has that path always been there, right? Yeah, so that's what's happening for you. Let's look at romantic love for Aquarius, please. Romantic love for Aquarius. Next 3 months. Thank you. Around fall. Okay, that's now for the Northern Hemisphere. Pregnancy and water sign. So this could, I could literally take this literally. It could tell me that some of you Aquarius folks are going to be getting pregnant or adopting or fostering around the fall. And then right here it's telling me water sign. It's making you feel some emotions that you haven't felt in a long time. You could be giving birth in the next 3 months, welcoming a new child in the next 3 months, or you could be very much in your Empress mode and attracting in a new love affair in the next 3 months. All right, tell me about this. All of that could be true with this. All right. Yeah, so you could be getting pregnant or getting somebody else pregnant, or this could be you attracting in a new love in the next 3 months. And it's dead on with this around fall time frame here. The 5 of Pentacles in the upright, the 6 of Wands in the upright, and then the Tower. Wow, so you really could have been getting separating from somebody and then calling it and almost immediately stepping into a new relationship. Aquarius, tell me about this Tower though. The Moon in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, okay, so from one relationship to another. And I get that because of this 6 of Swords, because there's no time, you haven't had time to sort through things without moving on. It's like still emotional baggage from the last relationship. So just be careful again with this renewal, like make good judgment calls. It's this Judgment card. So this is the path that you're supposed to be walking, but there's going to be little clues, little signs from spirit that tell you like, hey, this is a lesson that you need to learn, and this is something that you need to pay attention to. This is a behavior, this is a pattern. So just be careful. And then for those of you guys who are expecting, or I almost feel like for like 1 or 2 of you, while somebody else is expecting, you're getting into a new relationship with somebody. And my head itched when I said that. I feel like that's a very specific message. But for those of you guys who are expecting, if this is something that you want, congratulations, honestly. All right. And then also too, for those of you guys who are expecting, you're not going to be doing it alone. Like you're going to have community around you. And it's going to be with the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands, like everybody around you is going to be like, oh my God, congratulations, like stuff like that. So don't feel like you're going to be doing it alone. All right, let's move to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Career and finance for the Pisces, please, Spirit. All right, career and finance for Pisces next 3 months, please. Oh. Feel like there's a sense of stagnancy with your career right now. You're just waiting for things to go smooth again, or smooth in the future. Courage. Looking. Signs. Okay, courage is telling me, it says ask for what you want. Don't be afraid. So you can overcome what's holding you back. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. You know, I'm getting like spotlight on here because this is a lion and Leos. Like, Some people say they tend to like or prefer the spotlight. So I do feel like what you want to be, where you want to be is known. Like, you want to be discovered, you want to be published, you want to be signed to a contract, you want to be viral, you want to be legacy. Don't be afraid of that. Looking, it says, it's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life's purpose in order to call it in. Yeah, you have this yearning for success for yourself. Just watch who you're telling. Watch who you're telling your ideas to. Keep your cards close to you. Keep your moves close. Allow the success to speak for you, not for you to speak to other people. Just really be careful who you're talking to about it, including yourself. Like, when you're part of you is saying, I really want this success. I know I'm meant for success. I know I'm meant to be viewed. I know I'm meant to be read. I know I'm meant to be listened to. I know I'm meant to sell this artwork, or whatever it is. Whatever it is for you, Pisces. Don't allow your own lower energies to come in and be like, yeah, but imposter syndrome. Like, don't like, watch. Be careful and watch your energy, okay? Signs. You are putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences and the experiences. Listen, you're heavily intuitive, heavily psychic, all right? So really pay attention to what it is that the synchronicities that Spirit's putting in front of you, because you're getting clues. You're getting clues that you are not delusional, that you are meant to be the king of the jungle. King or queen, it doesn't matter. Money. Pisces. The Three of Cups in the upright. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. Recovering. Open to new perspectives. Yes. I feel like there's some sort of collaborative efforts that are popping up for you, Pisces. Call this in, because this looks amazing. That are going to be getting you out of a rut monetarily. And it's coming this fall, which is awesome because there's double confirmation. Look at the pumpkins underneath there. And it's fall time in the northern hemisphere. And you could definitely call it in the southern hemisphere, because there's like... there's apples down here, but then I looked at them when I initially looked at them, because I think that's more like a fall fruit. But when I initially looked at them, I was looking at them as pomegranates. So it doesn't matter, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, it's harvest time for these opportunities to work with these collaborative efforts to pay off. It could be other people, or it could be you aligning with your higher self, and then boom, success. All right. Pisces. All right, let's see here. Let's get a spiritual message for the Pisces, please. Next 3 months, right there. Got it. Life experience. Woo-hoo-hoo. I like that. Life experience. That's the Tower. I do like it. I like the Tower. I really do, because there's positive already popping out in your cards. I feel like even more positive is here to come. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Spread your wings and prepare to fly, for you have become a butterfly. Hey, look at that. There's truth in it. It's blue. Something about their throat chakra. I love it. There's also a yellow butterfly on here. But that's good, because that's money, that's stability, that's goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi. Somebody called me on mispronouncing her name earlier. Along with the orange in here. Yeah, there's prosperity here. Something old has got to go. A paradigm, energy, a person, letting in and bringing in new transformative energies. I'm going to pull another card with that, though. Pay attention to your nudges from spirit. Pay attention. Don't be reckless with your time right now, Pisces. Don't be reckless with your investment. Don't be reckless with your money. Don't be reckless with your body. Don't be reckless with your mind right now. Pay attention. Slow, steady pace down the path of life right now. And also be ready to pivot when needed. That's what I'm getting for you for the next 3 months. Be ready to pivot. Don't worry, you got it. But be ready to pivot when needed. Money. No. Romantic love. Thank you. Romantic love for the Pisces next 3 months, please, Spirit. Call. I just called to say I've decided I love you. I just called to say I hate the distance. Oh, somebody is in deep regret over the separation, Pisces. I just called to say I love you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. What does that mean to you, Pisces? I don't like this separation is what they're saying to you. I don't like it. I don't like the distance. I don't like how we're not connecting. I don't like how we're not talking. I don't like how we don't even look each other in the eyes anymore. The second time we got a Leo reference. Romantic love. Patience, patience, high, that's love. Recovery from a loss. Recovery from a loss. This is love. Patience is playing its key here. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's going to reveal something. The High Priestess in the reverse. Need to listen. You know this is coming, Pisces, because you're such an intuitive psychic. But just because you know it's coming doesn't mean you need to talk your way out of it or talk this person's ear off. Listen more than speaking. The 9 of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse is this other person, and the King of Pentacles in the reverse is you. Listen. Spirit is calling in an opportunity. Calling in an opportunity. Could be a King of Wands or a King of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles. All right. Virgo energy, Taurus energy. Doesn't matter. Listen, okay? This person is all tied up energetically, emotionally over you, Pisces. And you knew that this was going to happen. You knew that this person was going to come back. But you're coming in unbalanced too, because your anticipation is wound up so much. It's like you want to hurry up and fix it. Don't jump the gun. Let them show you what's changed about them. Let them woo you. Let them, court you. Let them prove to you. I mean, you still need to show up to the table with integrity and with an open heart and an open mind, but don't try to manipulate the situation just because of the vantage point that you have naturally, because you're in tuned. But expect this. Expect it. And then Spirit said, expect the unexpected. Remember, you got the Tower as your spiritual energy the next 3 months. All right, Pisces, I hope that helped. Guys, I love you so much for joining me. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.